You're such a lazy cat. Ouch! You know you're on camera, right? You know you're on camera, right? Want to go out for a walk? Want to go out for a walk? Alright, come on, Tiger. I want to take this chance to talk about something that is a little bit painful for me to talk about still. It's been, I guess it's been 4 or 5 months since Aslan passed away, and still, even now, whenever I come home from work, I come home from the studio, I walk Tiger in the yard, I still feel a twinge of hurt in my heart. So you might want to know who was Aslan. Aslan was a kitten belonged to the neighbor next door. Renee, my neighbor, she got these 2 kittens last year, around the middle of the year last year. One was Aslan, an orange kitten, just like Tiger here. The other one, I believe, was black, named Strider. Those 2 kittens would often play in the yard, and both would often wander over to my part of the yard. Sometimes when I was walking Tiger out here, they would actually tease Tiger. I guess they knew that since Tiger was on the leash, he couldn't really go after them. So they would play little games, like they would jump over Tiger and run circles around him, annoy the heck out of him in the beginning, but after a while, I believe Tiger actually grew to like them. Unfortunately, Strider died early, hit by a car around here. And then Aslan, that little orange kitten, would often come over into my basement suite. If I have the door open, he would sneak in if it was raining outside or if he was hungry. And sometimes I come home from work and he would follow me in, and I would give him some food, and in the end he became really good friend with Tiger, and quite often he would stay overnight at my place. Aslan would be waiting right here when I come home from work, and when I take out my key, he would be eagerly waiting to get in, almost as if this was his home. And yeah, he would play with Tiger, and the 2 of them would chase each other around the house, and it was quite amusing. And I guess I grew to really like that kitten, and I always said to Liz that if Renee ever decided she didn't want Aslan anymore, I would take Aslan as my own. And then one day I came home and Aslan wasn't here anymore. Oh god, this is hard to talk about. So, 2 days. Didn't see Aslan for 2 days. And then I found out from Renee that Aslan got poisoned. Don't know if he ate the wrong thing or whatever. He was gone. And for days and days, I came home and I would be looking for him. It, it, I was so used to having him here. It's a strange thing when you're grieving over a pet that's not even yours. In the beginning, Tiger didn't really react to his playmate being gone. It wasn't until almost a month later that Tiger started to act kind of squirrely, looking for his playmate, I guess. And it was strange because uh, he started doing things that he didn't do normally. Like, he was starting to do things that Aslan would do, but Tiger never did. For example, Tiger was always very good, like as climbing up and saying that he very rarely knock over ornaments in the house. But Aslan was really bad. Aslan would knock over things almost as if he did it on purpose. And a month after Aslan was gone, Tiger started doing that. And every time I took him out for a walk, he would walk right over to Renee's part of the house, and he would put his paw up on the windowsill to try to look into the window, and he would scratch at the door. And that was really hard to watch. I think he's pretty much come to terms with it now, but for me, I guess it's still hard to talk about it. Ouch. Okay, Tiger, you don't make a very good senile cat. I remember in the beginning when Aslan used to come over to my place. I would feed him, and then uh, as soon as I heard that Renee was home, I would carry him, struggling, kicking. Uh, I would carry him home, and he would be like struggling like mad in my arm. Uh, and then next day, he would be right back here, right back in my place. It actually got to the point that it got too embarrassing. I mean, I was knocking on Renee's door every day, saying, "Here's your kitten." And in the end, I just left him be. And, if he wanted to stay with me, then I just let him stay. It was a little bit tougher because, you know, Aslan being so young, he was eating as if he had tapeworm, and so with him and Tiger, I was going through cat food and cat litter like mad. But it's okay. It was okay. I did it willingly and gladly. In the beginning, the first few nights that Aslan spent at my place, he would either sleep on the floor or find a comfortable chair and just fall asleep. He wouldn't come to bed, not like Tiger. Tiger would sleep in the bed with me. And then one night I woke up and I found Aslan sleeping on my arm and Tiger sleeping by my leg, and that was a very interesting and very uncomfortable evening. Having two cats in bed means you can't really move around that much because as soon as you move, one of them would uh, get frightened or jump up, and the other one would jump up. And the funniest thing I remember was that the two of them slept about 2 feet away from each other, and each time one of them moved, the other one would sit up and look over as if, trying to see if the other one was going to attack or not. So it was like both of them were in high alert, but neither of them was willing to go sleep elsewhere. Are we going home? Hey, are we going home? Or do you want to walk some more?